Colombian correspondent Juliette González-Terán is groped and kissed against her will by a man who takes advantage of the fact she's live on air. And it's not the only example. A Brazilian sports journalist was reporting live from Yekaterinburg when she was forced to dodge a kiss from a passerby.
Media coverage plays a powerful role in shaping public opinion, but when coverage places journalists at risk, it becomes a human rights issue. In this video, we will explore about the cost of visibility for women journalists.
Yeah, Jennifer, go ahead. Incriminating in the file, Quiet.
His abuse of the rights of women, his treatment of women is awful.
You guys, make some noise, smile, they want your pictures. Thank you very much.
Media coverage refers to how news, events, and individuals are reported across television, print, and digital platforms. It determines visibility, public perception, and social narratives. Human rights are fundamental rights that belong to every individual. They include freedom of expression, personal safety, dignity, and the right to work without fear or violence.
Was called the chilling because of the chilling effect that gender-based online violence was having on women journalists specifically. Fast forward to 2025 and UN Women commissioned this global survey focused not only on women journalists but also women human rights defenders and women activists. We recognise that women journalists are effectively the proxies for women in public life more broadly, but we wanted to understand the experiences of these other professional groups of women, like human rights lawyers, for example, and those who are activists perhaps in the field of refugee rights alongside gender rights.
When media coverage leads to harassment or threats, human rights can be directly violated, especially for journalists working in the public eye. According to UN Women, women journalists face a higher risk of abuse linked to their media exposure. Their reporting and public visibility make them frequent targets.
President Trump has increased his attacks against female journalists in recent weeks, calling them everything from stupid to ugly to piggy.
Why do you blame the Biden administration
because
for
they
what
let
this
them
man
in.
did?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter.
The bottom line is that press freedom experts say that this type of rhetoric contributes to the global decline in press freedoms because it creates an environment of intimidation, especially for female journalists.
UN Women reports that more than 2/3 of women journalists have experienced harassment related to their work. Much of this abuse occurs after media coverage is published, particularly on digital platforms. This harassment threatens fundamental human rights, including freedom of expression, safety, and dignity. It also undermines the public's right to accurate information. As a result, many women journalists limit their coverage or withdraw from public discourse. This leads to fewer diverse voices in the media.
My name is Clarice Gaugard. I'm a Dutch journalist and the Dutch UN Women's representative. I think I can summarize it like this, what you could do to combat online harassment of women journalists. And I would like to add also people from other marginalized communities, so people of color, LGBTI, etc., that it's important to listen to their voices and respect their voices and apply what they are saying and include them into the solution. And it's very important also as media management to think about in what ways are you contributing to the harassment and in what ways could you protect women and people from other marginalized communities.
UN Women calls for responsible media coverage and stronger protection for journalists. Media organizations and digital platforms must uphold human rights standards.
My name is Hadiza Tusani. I'm a journalist from the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. But what I would recommend for that will help address the online harassment of women journalists is for media organizations to establish gender desks as in where women can express themselves or report issues when they may have faced any form of harassment, whether it's online or offline. I think when those desks are established, they can keep track of the level of harassment women have to go through, and then through that measure or through that means or through that platform, they could find ways to address them.
Media coverage should inform, not endanger. Protecting journalists means protecting human rights. This has been a report based on findings by UN Women. So, how is this related to media coverage? This case shows how media exposure and digital coverage can affect journalists, human rights, especially women, highlighting the irresponsibility of media systems and platforms. That is all from me. Thank you.
Only example. A Brazilian sports journalist, Gonzalez Taran, is groped in
I love being a woman. I've always loved being a woman. And I was a pretty little girl. I like wearing the pretty dresses. I like dressing up in my mom's high heel shoes, sneaking off to put her makeup on. I'm a happy, strong, crazy woman.
Mina shauri kabisa niko mwanamke. Na mimi naona kabisa mimi naistahili kwa ile hali yangu ya kianamke. Nasikia bien.